Teva Habriya, nature. We have to work with nature. Kol Adam, everybody, Basher Hu, every person the way they are. Right? I always tell you this. Mishtoikek lahargish ahuv is yearning to feel loved, umekubal, and accepted. And once they feel this person accepts me the way I am, they are going to run after that person. Limashech kamayim, like water flows. Achar mish oyevim be'emes. Some kids, they have parents who will die for them, but they think my parents don't like me. I'm not makubal by them. You know who really likes me? You know who I'll fight for? The guy in front of the bodega who will give me a cigarette even though I'm underage. He really likes me. The drug dealer who comes in 5 minutes. My friends who say, oh babe, yeah, I love the skirt. Shorter, shorter, shorter. Wow, you look great. So they're dying to be loved and accepted. And the parents who are not TP trained say, but I can't accept. So then there's a wall. So then they're going to find somebody who's going to love them and accept them ba'asher hu, the way they are. And then they are going to chase after that crazy person and do anything for their love and do anything for their acceptance and listen to their crazy advice. And that's why we go undercover. And you want to say, no, I don't like tattoos. No, I really am not happy with 18 piercings. No, I'm not. No, I don't. No, I miss. No, I don't. And you shouldn't and you couldn't and you really want to be normal. But then what happens is you turn off the valve. They don't feel mikubal, accepted, and then they don't feel your love. And when that is turned off, that valve is turned off, none of your advice is going to work, and you can't save them. And they're going to find somebody else who accepts them. That's why we focus on acceptance, proving that I do accept you. And we know how to prove acceptance. And the world looks at you, and your family looks at you, and your neighbors look at you and say, what are you, crazy? The more that you accept, the worse the kid is going to get. But we hear here every single day that when we accept, and we support, and we supply, they get healthier, and then they don't need it anymore. And then they say, I don't need you, I have my mommy and my daddy. Nebuch if a kid needs a tattoo. That's the level of machla, nebuch. But if they need one, and some other person's going to pay for it or go down with them, or daddy and mommy, if you want to be doing this, and you want them following you and wanting to be like you, you've got to be the one to supply it. Ask your Rav if you have a shaila, different story. And talking about human nature. Don't drop your kid, ever. Ever, ever. I've never found a reason to drop a kid. And we don't make them worse, and they don't get more tattoos because we accept it, and they don't do more drugs because we don't fight them on it. They get healthier because they have a mom and a dad, and then eventually they're going to want to be like you. That's our secret. That's why we have hundreds of TP families that are calm. And the new families will testify because you're on the fence. You still remember what it was like, and it's still like the chaos, and you would do anything to get rid of the chaos, correct? You would give a kidney. Just turn it off. Stop the chaos. Stop the craziness. We got to stop the insanity. And Nebuch, we have to focus on the new families. They're still going through it. But all the other people that are here more than 6 months or a year will tell you it's turned off. There's no chaos. Kid is dysfunctional. Kid has problems. It does cost money. But our home is not dysfunctional. We are not dysfunctional. Raise your hand if you're here more than a year and you can sleep at night. Keep it up. Okay? The people whose hands are not up, don't lie. 95%, right? Your hands are down, your hands are down, your hands are down, your hands, because you're not here a year. Anybody here over a year that you can't sleep at night, see me after class. We're certainly 95%, probably 100%, but let's say 95% successful. And out there, you know what's going on. I'm getting phone calls, people are going crazy. The pain of the parents, you don't sleep, there's no night, there's no day, and you can't give them, and you can't give them, and they keep on saying, you can't, and we're not going to give, and we're not, and this is crazy, and the chaos gets worse. And we give and give and give and give and give. The chaos goes away, and they tell you, you're crazy. Okay, will be crazy. And then the other half of the people who get it, they say, well, of course the kid's not going to commit suicide if you give them everything. What's the kunz in that? And I'm like, it was never a kunz. It was never a trick. It was always very simple. Kids don't want to die if you're taking them to Disney World and you're giving them whatever they want. But how are they going to learn? Well, first of all, when they're dead, they don't learn either. And we're losing kids every single day. You said you just came from from a Shiva house of a boy, and all they did was have a picture of a 5-year-old boy there. Every day we're losing kids. And that's what we're up against. Second of all, when they calm down and they mature and they're happy, look 5 years later, look 10 years later, they want to be like us because they're with us and they know everything. We have nothing to teach them anyway. So we got to end the crisis. We got to open up our ahavas nefesh. That's the first thing I teach you. Everybody's like, send the kid here, send the kid there, find a mentor, find a this, find a that, put him here, put him there. Nothing works. It's all here. It's all here. You got to just open up this thing, and it's hard, and I'll help you. And you know who will help you? The other parents in the group will help you. They will help you follow what they've done to take away the pain and the embarrassment and the torture and the financial stress and the embarrassment and the financial stress and the embarrassment and the financial. It's crazy. It's embarrassing. It's financial stress over and over and over again. And open up your heart, your havas nefesh, because when you're connected, nafshik shur b'nafshay, a lot of this stuff just melts away over time. And then you end up with, like I was speaking to you a couple beforehand, with a dysfunctional person. The actual machla, not the additional machla that I'm on fire with hatred because my mother thinks I'm a piece of garbage and my father hasn't looked at me in 6 months and wishes I would get hit by a car. We're taking none of that. And then eventually look in the mirror and I say, I need help. Why don't I sleep at night? Why can't I live without weed? Or eventually, a couple of years later, how long are you here? 2 years? She's 80. You're here 2 years? Yeah.
We're here.
2 years, approximately. And she's 80 days off weed. We have every month, for sure you see on the chat, at least once a month, another kid is stopping weed. Because we supplied it, we supported it, yep. As if it's a medicine, because it is. And in our house, I don't want them in the parks. That's where they meet up with other people with bad influences who slip them other stuff that's worse. We just support and supply, but why would they ever stop? Because they do, right? You have to do it. But you have to do it. You have to be in the sugya and see it happen. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. But it makes a lot of sense.